What sounds echoey again?
Nah. Eric, you got your headphones on?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Listen, guys. Let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all Red Cup ready? Are you,
Yeah.
are you guys Red Cup ready? Listen, man. You know it takes a lot to get me to do an interview these days. I've been doing interviews since the '70s. I was born in '76, and I interviewed my mom. I said, "Mom, why'd you have me here?" You know what I mean? But listen, man, we got Eric Epitome Smith, and we're not talking about the music. We're not talking about the man behind the music. We talking about the man behind the red cup. Are you guys ready? Man, Eric, what's happening, man?
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. However you rocking it, what's happening? What's happening?
Man, listen. Um, you guys saw the interview, and if you didn't, I think it was earlier this year, where we introduced Leoto to the world. Was it this year or late last year?
Late last year, it was in 2021.
Late last year. And you guys know my last interview was with one of the guys that were performing in that particular virtual concert, Mr. Kai Beam from, was it Japan or China? Japan, right? Yes,
Japan,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. And on that particular concert stream, the Red Cup was introduced. So, Eric, take us down the path. Talk us through the Red Cup, the nonprofit that a purchase of the Red Cup would support, and just what you got going on right now.
Sure, man. I'd be more than happy to do so. Several years ago, when I was doing the radio show, the Ricky Smith show, we had a part of the show where we called it the Red Cup Ready, where we had a topic and we all had our red cups. And you know, from back in the day, you have that red cup at the family reunion, at the picnic. Everybody knows in that red cup. It's only for grown folk, you know. So in 2020, as a fast forward, when my nonprofit organization, the Yoto, began, we want to have a product that also reminded folks, you know, it's like branding is everything. And so we came up with the concept Steel Red Cup, which is my red cup I'm holding in my hand. I'm slowly turning, and it has Lyoto written around the red cup. And it is a traveler mug. So it has this the non-spill. So if you go to tip it over, the lid closes. So that way you don't have to worry about spilling something on you. So it has like a nice little sip spot to it as well. So you put hot and or cold beverages. If it's a cold beverage, make sure you're over 21. Please fill it responsibly.
I got you. And just so from the start, we understand what you're saying, Leoto, spell that for us.
Yes, it's Leoto, and it stands for living every day on their own. And
Okay.
our mission is to help people who have lost their sight or are losing their sight to gain a level of independence so that they can live every day on their own. So we want to make sure that we can provide them with resources, provide them with educational training so that they can be equipped or have the needed tools that they can have in order to Leoto.
All right. And I'm blind, and my camera may not be on. You guys know how that happens. Eric don't
Yeah,
even know whether
I'm
his is
blind too.
working. We'll know.
It looks
So
fine to me. It looks
yeah,
fine to me.
because he just talk about we helping people. What kind of people do you help, Eric?
Excuse me.
Hey, look, somebody need to help him,
I
doctor.
know, right? Help, I know, right? Miss Lucy called the doctor. Miss, all
Nah.
right. So the people that we help, our primary focus is helping people who have low vision and no vision, or even just have difficulty reading. So there are persons who may, because of maybe just getting up in age, their sight may not be as strong as it once were, and they may have difficulty reading smaller prints. So we're able to see what resources are available to help them. However, those who are low vision and blind take precedence.
Okay. Got you. And so my understanding is that currently you offer three different, I guess you would call them products or services. And can you go through each one of the products and services and who they're for and kind of how the service and/or program is given to the people?
Sure. So when the pandemic happened, we were before the pandemic, we were looking to establish a facility so that we can train and teach. However, once the pandemic happened, we had to do a readjustment, how we had to pivot and still make the needed adjustments. So we started doing virtual Braille lessons. So I started off with just two students at first, just to really come up with a nice curriculum. And as they grew, I saw that they were really learning the art of reading Braille. So in September of 2021, we had our first enrollment of several students. We had seven students who started back in September. As of April of this past year, 2022, those students are now on the grade two Braille reading level. And April of this past year as well, we enrolled our next, I call it my second phase, my second stage of students, where now we have 29 Braille students on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And this is all being done virtually. The majority of the students that are being taught are blind, and the other ones that are sighted, the reason why they're learning Braille is because they have either a family member or a close friend that knows how to read Braille, or they help and assist Braille. So some of them are joining together. For example, I have a son that is there. He's like 10 years old, but his father's taking class along with his son so that they are learning together and they're doing their homework assignments together. And it shows great team and good family support to helping that student out. And we started off with the grade one is where we are right now with the my spring semester. Also, this past spring, we started what is called a voiceover tutorial, which is an 8-week program where we teach students how to use the iOS devices with the voiceover programs. So if they are not able to see the screen, they can still use their tablets and or their iPhones by using the program that comes standard with those devices.
Okay.
And now, and then for our third stage in the fall, when we have our enrollment for our fall semester, we are working on bringing on a couple of counselors to offer peer counseling. For example, a person may have lost their sight all of a sudden, or because of a medical reason, their sight has been altered, and they may have a hard time dealing with it, or they may be in denial, or they may just have pride may keep them from wanting to carry a cane or to get the help. But we plan to offer peer counseling to assist, not to give advice, but to assist, to be a listening ear or that sounding board as these persons are making their transition.
Good, 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 good. I was actually thinking about a National Federation of the Blind convention when you was talking to me about that, and my thoughts went all over the place. But the beautiful thing about what you are doing is that it's through a nonprofit setting. So, what's the charge for the three different services that you're offering?
Well, right now we're working on doing our price points for moving forward for the fall semesters. So this semester and last semester, it was done on voluntary donation basis, just so that we can really establish a strong curriculum. So even though I have four instructors that will be with us in the fall, we're using this time period to really to tighten up that curriculum so that it can be really polished as we move forward. So, and before I put the price point on it, we decided to have it on a donation basis. But when August the 1st rolled around, we will be able to have all our price points in place to know. And then we will even offer some scholarships. Because, say, for example, if there's a person that is on a set income or set budget, they can apply for one of the scholarship programs, and where they may be able to get everything at a reduced rate, or you never know, they may be able to get it for free. So we're going to be able to make sure that we're going to have all areas in place to help assist those who need assistance.
Got you. And the reason why I was thinking about the national conventions is because it's literally the only places you're gonna find thousands of
Yes.
blind people at one location. So that's gonna be a good way. And what I found, especially early on in my career, is just talking to people, man, running across the people that you not going to see, in your local state that have different experiences about blindness and different understandings. And, it's going to be amazing. It's my understanding, as we talked, Eric, you're going to be in New Orleans at the NFB convention, correct?
That's right. I mean, I have my red cane. Most people have the white cane with the white cane with the red tip. I got a red cane with a white tip. Gonna be styling and profiling.
Man, listen, man. Dude, what's up with the color red with you?
Would statistics show that people who have low vision, not necessarily blind, but some people who have low vision, they can see the color red and the color yellow easier than other colors.
Mm.
It kind of stands out. Also, in the marketing aspect, if you notice that the top big companies that are out there, they use red and or yellow for their marketing. For example, McDonald's, Burger King, and Coca-Cola.
Mm.
Those colors stand out and they catch your attention. Think about it too. What color is the stop sign? For the most, it's red with white letters. What color is the yield sign? Yellow. Those colors catch your attention a lot faster and make you stop and like, huh, that cane is different. Wait a minute, he got a red cup in his other hand? What?
Well, let me ask you this: is the color orange a color?
When it's in Kool-Aid.
Man, I was in the grocery store yesterday, and it just trips me out because I'm in Georgia. The first time I ever heard that word, I'm like, "What in the world is an orange? Orange, orange." I'm like, man, the color is orange. You got to enunciate.
That's right.
Hey man, so listen, you got a couple of phases that you want Lyoto to go through before it gets to the ultimate, full blown vision that you've had. What are the phases? Where are you at now? And kind of what's your timeline to make the phases happen?
Okay. Yeah, so Lyoto is on a 5-year mission. Sound like Star Trek. It's 5-year mission to seek out, dude. So what we did, phase one was, like I said, establishing the Braille classes. The Braille, I call them workshops. I don't even call them classes. I call them workshops. And then the add the voiceover was part two. Adding the peer is part three. The ultimate goal is to have a facility where how you have buildings that are designed for like active seniors. Well, I like to have a building that's designed and set up to help those people who are blind or low vision to have their own apartment, so they can be able to find a place, find like a nice 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom studio, and it will be state of the art with smart devices, a smart kitchen, really in place for them. That way, that if they've been afraid to live on their own, but this right here will give them the confidence that they can be able to Lyoto in a facility that is established and set up for them. And of course, they got to pay rent and all that. But it gives them that confidence that they can do it, and it gives them that and help them to maintain their dignity, knowing that, hey, yes, I have my own place, I got my job, I know how to get around. So that is part of the ultimate, the final stage. And also in that same building downstairs, say for example, we have like the business center in the building where they can still take classes. We still offer virtual classes as well. But say for example, if there's a person there that wants to learn to play the guitar or the piano, instead of them traveling to the different facilities, my goal is to bring the instructors into the facility. And also, we would have culinary classes, so being able to teach those how to cook on their own. And if they don't live on the facility, but yet they still want to take advantage of the different workshops and the different instructions that will be offered there, they still can be able to come in and sign up for those workshops.
Okay, and that's the ultimate plan within the
five
next
years.
5 years. Okay,
Yes. So
awesome, awesome. So, how does one support? Maybe purchase merch, get a red cup, and get red cup
yes.
ready to support Lyoto.
Well, a couple of ways. One is they can either directly reach out to me through my website at esmith@lyoto.org, or they can go to the website, which is lyoto.org. leoto.org. That's leoto.org. And on that website, you have items for purchase, which is the red cup. And we also have the Leoto shirt, as I mentioned earlier. And also, if you want to just make a straight donation, there's a donation button on there as well if you want to support our cause.
Okay, okay. Any Leoto shirts at the house in my size?
We got me a size. I don't know if it fit over your head, but they'll fit your
I
body.
got a small head. Crazy.
Yes, yes, we do have some shirts. I don't have them in the room that I'm in right now to show and to hold up, but yes, but we do have, like I said, the red and we have the white, and possibly we're looking at maybe even having some Leoto hats. We're looking at trying to do maybe a virtual outdoor, not virtual, but an outdoor concert this fall, and we'll have a table set up with Leoto. And for those, I think, well, Vashaun's been there before, but when I have a show, when I have a set of volunteers designed and in place to help those who have canes or who just need additional assistance to help them to navigate, so that way they come up to the facility, to the shows, and we got you. We take care of them. If they need help getting over to the counter to order something to eat, or if they need to get to the bar, we got people in place that are designed to be there for assistance if it is needed.
Man, cool. So you guys listen, check it out. It's more than just a nonprofit. You know, it's the thought behind it. It's more than just selling merch. It's the marketing and the mission behind it. It's more than just being blind and accepting what life throws at you without fighting back. You know, we've interviewed Eric a couple of times, and he's always doing a couple of different things, adding to the repertoire and getting rid of the things that don't work, formulating things that do work, reevaluating the plan, and reinvigorating his vision for individuals that live with disabilities to be able to Leoto.
That's
Now,
right.
you like the way he turned that into, I'm not good at English or whatever. What is that, a noun? Did he turn Leoto into a noun or a verb?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he did that. So listen, before we get out of here, Eric, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Well, our motto at Leoto is, we let your heart see what your eyes cannot. If you take a moment each day to do and show an act of kindness to your fellow neighbor, you'll see a beautiful smile that'll bring to both your face and the recipient as well.
Cool. So, in closing, I don't know about the heart, but I do know if you can't see me on camera, that's because I ain't got nobody here that can see. And if you couldn't see the cup or Eric when he was holding it up, that's because his camera person is asleep. So listen to what we saying, not as what we're filming, but if it happened to work
right.
and work good, then
Yeah, welcome to our world. If you can't see what's on the screen, then welcome to our world.
All right, y'all. We'll see you later.
Take
Y'all
care.
remember,
Thanks,
yeah, man, let's change the world. Let's change the world together.